This next one bell follow along is designed for an intermediate or advanced student. Before you get started with the circuit, have them do 3 get-ups on each side. Then you can jump right into a 3-round circuit. The first exercise Greg is going to do is a 2-handed swing. Ready? Go. Notice Greg's biomechanical breathing match. As he throws a bell behind him, he's sniffing sharply in through his nose, and then he forcefully exhales as he stands up. This not only protects his back by contracting his back muscles around his spine, but it also kind of sounds like a mini explosion, reminding him that a swing is not just a lazy swing, it's actually an explosive, powerful movement. And done. Great. All right, the next exercise we're gonna do is the row. Remember to count your reps on each side and even yourself out so you don't have any asymmetries. Asymmetries are one of the #1 causes of injuries in athletes, so you really want to try to make your strong side and your stronger side about equal. Get set up for the row, you're going to get into a lunge. He's going to line the bell up right by his ankle, and then he's going to pull from his heel to his hip. Ready? Go. Again, notice the biomechanical breathing match. He's breathing out forcefully on the hard part. That helps him get more muscles engaged and move more weight. Okay, go ahead and switch sides. Now, on the other side, if Greg happens to match his reps before the time is up, he's gonna stop early. And if he still has more to do when the time is done, he'll go a little longer. You always wanna do the same amount on both sides. And once he's even, he's done. The next exercise we're gonna do is the overhead lunge. This is part of the Turkish get-up. It's that very middle piece. And so we're gonna do that as a standalone exercise. To prep for this, your student can either press or snatch the bell to get it overhead, and then he's gonna take a very big step back with the opposite foot. All right, we're gonna start in 3, go. So if he can't remember which foot goes back, it's the one that he can touch. So you always wanna step back with the foot on the side that you can touch, not on the side of the bell. Notice that he's stepping back far enough to have right angles in his knees and that he's driving off that heel. If he didn't step back far enough, it would put a lot of pressure on his knee, and we don't want that. We want good, safe positions. All right, we're done in 3 seconds. Also notice how he safely sets the bell down by catching it with his hips and doesn't just go straight to the ground with it. Safety is always the #1 priority. Now we're gonna even it out and do the same number of reps on the other side. All right, we got about 10 seconds. All right, get ready for the overhead lunge. 3, 2, 1, go. Also notice that Greg's bicep is right by his ear and that he's looking straight ahead. This allows him to move from his T-spine and not from his lower back, because if he was looking up at the bell, he would be bending his lower back too much. See how he has a fist with his free hand? Again, that just allows him to have more muscles involved to move more weight. And he's done in 3. The next exercise is called a figure 8. It's also driven with your hips like the swing. It's kind of advanced and a little confusing. One of the best ways to teach a student is to mirror them by standing in front of them when they perform this exercise. The most important cue is to always bring the bell in between your knees in the front and grab it behind your knees in the back. You also want to make sure that they're using their hips. All right, figure 8s. Ready? Go. All right, just like in the other exercises, he's matching his breath with the hardest part. So at that point where he's really snapping his hips to drive the bell up, he's forcefully exhaling to get more muscles involved. Again, he's always going in between the knees in the front, grabbing behind his knee in the back, and then whipping it up to his open hand. And he'll be done in 5 seconds. Done. The next exercise we're gonna do is either an alternating swing if you have an intermediate or beginner student, or an alternating snatch if your student is more advanced. And if you're running a class, you can have some people doing one version and others doing another, and that way you can accommodate more levels at the same time. So Greg's gonna start out with alternating swings so you can see those, and then we're gonna move into alternating snatches as a more advanced exercise. All right, ready? Go. Good. Notice on this, his eyes are on the horizon. He's not looking down. He's not looking too far up either. So he's got that nice neck position that's just a little bit in extension, but it's not putting his back into flexion. And now he can switch to alternating snatches to show you a snatch, then you switch hands with an alternating swing, and then another snatch, another alternating swing. Once he's even, he'll be done with these. Great. All right, we're gonna finish off round one with a set of presses on each side. Now, before we did a clean press combo. In this training, we're gonna do one clean and then just keep pressing. A good metric to know what size bell to use is if you get 5 or less reps in 30 seconds. If you're getting more than that, you're probably not using all the muscles you need and you can go a little heavier. All right, presses on the first side. Ready? Go. So notice that Greg is starting with his left hand because he's right-handed. He wants to make sure he gets all the reps in on one side before he does more than that on his other side. His abs are tight, his glutes are tight, his feet are firmly planted and almost corkscrewed into the ground. A fist with his free hand is allowing him to move more weight because he's contracting more muscles. He's looking straight ahead, and he's done in 3 seconds. Awesome. All right, to finish off round one, we're just gonna even ourselves out on the other side. Notice that same breathing match that he had with his swings. When it's hard, you breathe out, and that restricted air that causes that hiss is making your abs contract harder. So by contracting your abs harder, you're moving more weight. All right, we're gonna even it out on the other side, and then we're gonna take a break. All right, other side in 5. Ready, go. All right, abs tight, glutes tight, face relaxed. We like to say ugly faces don't make you stronger. What an ugly scrunched up face does is it tells your brain that there's something dangerous, and a lot of times that'll cause your brain to take the brakes off. So if you want to get more and more and more weight, relaxing your face is gonna tell your body that you're doing it right and that it's okay. All right, once he's even on this side, we'll be done with round one. All right, done. Awesome. So now what you want to do is have your student take a 2-minute break, and then you can repeat that 2 more times, and then that is a complete workout.